Hello everyone, Brendan Snyder here. How are you? Thank you for joining me and welcome back. With Ozzy Osbourne being back in the public spotlight, having just released a brand new album called Ordinary Man, which there's a review on my channel if you're interested, I thought we'd take a look at Black Sabbath's Paranoid, the Super Deluxe Edition box set version of this. This came out in 2016. The interesting thing was earlier in the year, that year 2016, they had put out a 2 CD version of it here, which had a bonus disc on it, and it had recordings from the Regent Sound Studios from the 16th and 17th of June 1970. Those tracks, which have alternate lyrics and some instrumentals and things like that, did not appear on this box set, which came out later in the year, closer to Christmas time of that year. This one here had the original album on it, a quadraphonic mix of the album that was done in 1974 and is in stereo, and then 2 live albums, one from Montreux and one from Brussels, both recorded in 1970. So it's interesting that they would put out essentially 2 super deluxe edition kind of things, or a standard deluxe and a super deluxe, but actually have different content on them. Not really sure why. They're both with Rhino in conjunction with Warner Brothers, the label. But I did want to take a look at this one because it's got a lot of really cool memorabilia and stuff with it here. So here's the side of the box, and there's the back side of it. And it just lifts right off the top like that. There's some cool artwork right on the inside of this. The first thing we have is a replica of the tour program from the 1971 tour during this time, which is pretty cool. These things don't really survive very often, so in order to get these, see these sometimes, you have to get these replicas as opposed to being able to get an original copy of it, sort of a thing. But there's some cool write-ups in here, and photos, of course, of the guys and what's going on, curved air there. And the back side of that. And then it comes with a really nice, well done hardcover book. There's the back side. Interesting story about the artwork if you're not familiar with it. The album was originally intended to be called War Pigs, which is why we've got a guy dressed there and with the sword and shield and everything like that. But the US label Warner Brothers decided that with the Vietnam War going on at the time, that it probably wasn't a good idea to call the album War Pigs, and incidentally the single for Paranoid was already out and climbing the charts and doing really well, and they thought they'd be easier to market the album under that name. So they ended up changing it without the band's permission. I won't go through all of this book, but you can see there's a lot of really great write-up. There's interviews with each of the band members. There's old articles that are in here. There's a lot of really great stuff in this. Some really cool old advertisements, and they get into some cool photos, and there's alternate album art that's shown in here, and different single releases and things like that. But there's some really cool stuff inside this book. Pretty cool book there. Then it's got this cool, really large band poster that it comes with. There you go. And then we get to the actual music here. There's the original album itself, and it's done in the gatefold. It's got the original art here. Interesting the way that it splits Ozzy to one side. And the back side of that there. Then we've got the quadraphonic mix. It has a slightly different album artwork for it than the standard. It does still keep the interior of it the same. Each of these, the disc that's in it is just in one of these clear sleeves. So there's nothing different about the inserts for each of the discs, but it is nice that they have those plastic sleeves to keep it protected. This is the Live in Montreux 1970s show. There's the interior of that and the back side of it. The tracks performed on this, it's got an intro and then Paranoid, NIB, Behind the Wall of Sleep, Iron Man, War Pigs, Fairies Wear Boots, and Hand of Doom performed live. And then the second live show that's there is from Brussels. There's the inside of that, and the back side of that. And this one kicks off with Paranoid, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad, Iron Man, Black Sabbath, NIB, Behind the Wall of Sleep, War Pigs, and Fairies Wear Boots. Out of the two live shows, this one's a little rawer, and this one here I think has a bit cleaner sound to it. Both are really well done though. They're not bootleg, they are professionally recorded, but I do like the one in Montreux best. And then the back side of the box set has the War Pigs artwork in it and is really cool, and the strap that goes in so that when you're putting these discs in there, you have an easy way of getting each of them out. And then just slides the rest of these items back in as so, and the cover slips right on, and there you go. So Black Sabbath Paranoid, it's the Super Deluxe Edition, 4-disc set. It's got different content on it than the standard Deluxe Edition that came out. This one has the studio material, alternate material on it, and this one has the live material associated with it. So I actually recommend picking up both of these. They're both pretty cool. Yes, the album does double, or duplicate on it, but it's definitely worth having. So if you enjoyed this, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope everyone has a great day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.